I've just been catching up this year, as I always do, finding new horror movies. Same thing with December or Christmas, I do every year. And with this one, I looked at, I think it was early 2000s, came out in 2003, Hide and Seek. It's got a good cast, and yeah, got Cole Fanning, De Niro's in this, and a couple of other people in it, but it's most down to those two, to say the least. So basically, this little girl lives with her father, and they're dealing with the loss of their mother, who supposedly died from something, and then she's having nightmares about it, and then she just feels depressed and lonely, and like the father's like, I gotta move her out to the country so we can both lay down and all that. We can try and start a new life, and things go as they thought goes normal for them until she realizes something creepy's happening. Then she starts thinking about this imaginary friend named Charlie, and then the father's like, who's this Charlie guy? And a lot of conversations about it, and he's having nightmares about his wife's murder as well, all the graffiti on the walls, something like The Exorcist or something, or like something out of Shining. Which this movie had some Shining elements in it too. I was watching it going, stop. There's just some very Jack Torrance type of feeling, and like the fact that the little girl is like almost like her hair is very similar to Wendy's from Shining, so it's kind of like similar as well, and she's realizing things that aren't there, and then there's murders happening in this film as well, and there's great use of suspense in this film, like much how Hitchcock and like Kubrick would do with The Shining as well. Going back to The Shining, but mainly from Kubrick, of course, not Kubrick, from Hitchcock, and how there's great suspense in this film. And I jump scared a few times, which I'm not the best at jump scares, but there's some really good jump scares in this, and some really good good suspense, and there's a lot of nice long takes, and I don't. And there's some, and they know, and I know when to have editing. They know when to cut a scene, and it's really well done. It just had a lot of Shining elements to it, which I liked. And as we take elements from the best movies, you get something interesting out of it. And the reveal, oh my god, it's great. When the father goes through the documents, it's all like the stuff he had, like the headphones, the paper, and you realize he's the guy, he's the Charlie guy, and he just turns character, and you're like, wow, that is mind blowing. I was like, oh my god, it's him. And she's kind of a bit like when in The Shining, she just got to get out of the situation, and then the woman comes, played by Frank Jensen, which is pretty cool, and she comes along and saves the day. She shoots him down, and then Emily starts a new life with her. Then, just really good performances, good camera work, good cinematography, good filmmaking techniques. This is such a great kind of like slow burn, Shining-esque type of horror movie, and I really like that. It doesn't rely on like Exorcist or Jigsaw or like dream sequences. Well, it has dream sequences, but it relies more on Shining elements, which I really liked. I really liked that very much. And if you haven't seen this film, I recommend it to you all. Hide and Seek, really good, fun horror film, very good.